Students, stop by for some barbecue. Figured I'd answer a question while I'm here. Little audience of pigs here, I guess. Excuse these guys. I think there's another one behind my head. It's kind of cool. All right, but anyway, I'm going to tackle a skill-based question, do a little Q&A. Got a lot of questions coming in, and this one is from Miss Huff's class. Okay, so make sure follow Miss Huff on Twitter. Miss Huff's Twitter handle is NBHuff. Do that right after you follow me, at Tom Richey. Okay, so at NBHuff, at Tom Richey. Make sure to follow those accounts. All right. So anyway, Miss Huff's class wants to know, what if I get to an FRQ bank? Okay, we got a choice of three, and I get to one of those choices of three, and I totally freak out because I have no idea what is going to happen there. Oh, yes, sir. Just making a little video here. Water? Oh, I'm good. Thank you. So I get to this three-question group, and I don't know anything about that, all right, and about any of them. So I'm ready to freak out, right? Ah! Okay, so what do I do? Well, first of all, look at this as an opportunity, all right, because that means that you're not going to spend 35 minutes on that question bank, which means that gives you some more time for the DBQ to rack up on those points. Keep in mind that the DBQ is really where it's at. That of those three questions, the DBQ makes up 45%, almost half of your total score. So make sure that you are very careful on that DBQ. Also with the DBQ, you can't go wrong because it's skills-based. And even if you don't know the content, you should be able to get those points. What if I get to that three-question bank? Now keep in mind that you've got 6 FRQs total. And what I tend to tell my students is you are going to be lucky if out of those 6, there is one that you feel like, hey, I am really going to knock that out of the park. So my goal for my students is that one of those 6 is a very strong one, and then that there's another one that they can at least write something on. Okay, now with your luck, probably what's going to happen is 2 of them are going to be good, but they're both going to be in the same group of 3. So what you do there is spend a little extra time on the DBQ, not too much. Make sure that you're allocating your time, but I would say maybe go ahead and spend like an hour 15 on the DBQ instead of just an hour. That's the 15-minute reading period plus 45 of your writing period. So maybe spend an extra 15 minutes on the DBQ, then write the stronger FRQ first. And then finally, look at those 3, choose the least of the 3 evils, and figure out, can I write something? Because odds are you can write something that has to do with that. Keep in mind that these questions are worth 9 points each. And the average score on an FRQ is about 3.5 points. And writing a 3 to 4 point essay out of 9 really doesn't take a great deal of sophistication. Okay, so if you know anything about that topic, then go ahead and write it. So save that one for last, first of all. Spend a little more time on the DBQ and maybe even the first FRQ if that's a strong one, but then tackle this last one. Write a thesis, okay? Because you can get 1 point for just having a coherent thesis. If you know somebody's name that's attached to it, if you know something about that topic, anything loosely related. Now, don't just totally BS and write stuff that has nothing to do with it, because that's not going to get you anywhere. But if you know something in the ballpark, go ahead and put it there, okay? Because it's not going to cost you anything, okay? Worst that can happen is you make the same score as if you wrote nothing. But your goal, keep in mind, is to score about 7 or 8 points between those 2 FRQs. So don't panic, because if you can make a 5 or a 6 on one, then you only need to make a 3 or 4 on the next one. Even if you get 1 or 2 points, better than nothing.
Even if you get 1 or 2 points,
better than nothing. Even if you get 1 or 2 points,
better than nothing.
So anyway, I hope that was helpful, and just don't panic. Biggest thing. All right, just don't panic. Ah! Don't do that. All right. So, yeah, DBQ first, always. Spend a little more time. Take that stronger FRQ, and then try to put something on that paper to get those points. Because remember, your objective is not necessarily to write the best essay that's ever been written. Your objective is to pass the exam. And the best way to pass the exam is to take a look at my playlist, which I'm going to put in the credits, but you can also click on it right now. Got about 30 videos up. So get brushed up on that content, okay? Best way to make sure you're ready for an FRQ is to make sure that you know the content. So review all you can, study, get ready for it. Subscribe if you haven't already. All right, like the video, dislike it if you didn't like it, comment. All right, playlist, more questions. tr@tomrichey.net, @TomRichey. Send them to me. I'm going to keep answering them. Until next time.